My name is Jeff Watts, and I'm located in New Jersey. My role at Kinetech is Director of Enterprise Services. From my experience, I think working with leadership and allowing them to fail fast with small teams has been really powerful. A lot of times you see when a business is trying to go through like a digital transformation or a big software project, they have to bring in a lot of different people from a lot of different departments, and they can waste a lot of resources. But with Mendix, you're able to get a small team together and really fail fast. Be able to test something and say, this doesn't work or this does work, and then be able to pivot and make your next decision. So in some cases, you can even have the business people build proof of concepts within Mendix and be able to fail fast without even having to bring in the development team. And I think that's really an opportunity for businesses to accelerate their goals. The most challenging Mendix problem that I've solved was working with a global technology company that had separate sales platforms, and they had to come together and create a single platform. We used Mendix to build the entire platform, and we started small with one region in the East Coast, and then it started to expand, and it grew to be the entire country using the sales platform with thousands of users, all Mendix based. So recently, our team had to lift and shift an existing software package, and the package we were replacing was fully functional, but it was no longer supported by the vendor. And it was used by a lot of different departments between sales and operations and logistics. So we had drivers that were in the field using an iPad application that was connected back to the main office. So a lot of moving pieces with integrations to third parties. And we had to replace this in a short period of time without disrupting the existing workflow. And our team really knocked it out of the park. They were able to get it perfect almost on the first try. The entire team, their customers team, was so excited that it looked and felt the same as their existing application, and we were able to build in some additional bells and whistles that they had always wanted. And the customer was really happy with the turnout, and I think that's why we were so proud of that project. Being in enterprise services, I'm sort of the catch-all. When it doesn't fall into a specific industry, I usually get involved. So my background is in managed IT services, and I had a client that was asking to rebuild their business process from Word and Excel. And I think I hear this story a lot when it comes to low code. It's an Excel-driven process, email-driven process, and they're looking to build something to solve that problem. And I didn't have a software development background. I had IT services background. So I was able to kind of use put on my consulting hat, and I was looking for a software package that would solve that problem. I didn't know what Mendix was at the time. So I had tested a bunch of different programs, and as soon as I got to Mendix, I just knew that it was the right fit, because I was able to very quickly, within a couple days, have a proof of concept built for this customer, and the rest is history. I moved away from IT services and went fully into Mendix, and have been doing this ever since. When I'm working with somebody in business that has a problem that they may not be able to fully describe, they can sort of start talking about it, and I'm able to pull that problem out of them and kind of connect the dots for them. So they can start describing something, and then I can almost finish their sentence. So I can help them describe their problem, so we can then help them come up with a solution. So Mendix is the perfect combination where we could be talking about a problem, and then on the same call, we might be able to show something in Mendix and say, well, what do you think about this solution? So they're able to kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel when they are in the complete dark. I love seeing the relief on that person's face when they can say, oh, like, he gets it. Like, he's going to be able to solve this for me, or at least get me in a better position. And that's really what keeps me going. I think whether you're a low-code developer or a software developer, you need to take care of yourself. And I think having routines, whether it's eating healthy, going to the gym, reading books, meditating, whatever it is, you got to take care of yourself. So when you get into work, you can really focus. By taking care of yourself first, your work will come naturally and you'll be able to grow both personally and professionally at the same time. Yeah. Well, if I could, I'd be a professional golfer, but I don't think I have the traits to do that. So maybe a golf caddy. I also like running. Running and golf are kind of what I do for fun, but I wouldn't be a professional runner. I think that would be torture. Historically, I was, let's say like 2 years ago, I was never into any science fiction, but my friend was reading the Dark Tower series by Stephen King. So I got into that. And that's, if you're familiar, really long series, a lot of books. So I started getting into science fiction. So I did that. And then I'm reading the Dune series.
Michael's reading Dune too.
Yeah, we got a lot of people reading Dune right now.
Nice.
And with the movies coming out, that's been great. But I do Audible. So I'm listening to books nonstop. I just finished Killers of the Flower Moon. And then I read like David Goggins' book. I'm listening to some classics like Animal Farm in 1984.
Nice. I have those on my shelf right now.
Yeah.